Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. Je m'appelle Jambrew. Welcome back to Aviary Attorney. Sorry, I can't keep up that French. Where are we? We're right in the middle of Dame Cataline's trial for murder. Murder most foul. Ha! Foul. Because, you see, because birds. Foul. Yeah? No? Okay. We were right in the middle of proving that Dame Cataline was forced to eat bloody steak with her paws, and therefore did not have the blood of the murder victim, Monsieur Remy, on her paws. Boom! Take a look at this. What's this? Are you saying that this went missing on the night of the murder? Oh, you picked the wrong piece of evidence, did you? Yeah, I messed up. What? 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 Show us what was missing from the dinner banquet. Yeah. Silverware. What did I click the first time? Oh, I don't want to lose favour with the jury. Must be a bit of a bug. The silverware of the household had been previously stolen. Stolen? I don't recall any mention of that in the police report. We weren't aware of anything missing from the Roseroy residence when we performed the initial investigation. But as it happened, Baron Roseroy approached us about this very subject last night. Ah! Yeah, you see? We got our favour back. What is the meaning of all this? Bloody steak? Misplaced silverware? Inspector, was your investigation so lax that you overlooked these basic facts in your initial report? Lax? My investigation? Judge, I assure you I am the most thorough investigative officer in the force. That is amazing that the Parisian police managed to solve any crimes at all. Ugh. Sick burn from Judge Maxime. Heh, says Sparrowson. Oh dear. Be on your way, Inspector. Perhaps do a little inspecting for your next case. Fine. So be it, messieurs, until next time. Prosecutor, I trust your next witness is ready. Yes, of course, Your Honour. I call upon, let's see, Monsieur Repetio Robinho, the photographer who attended the banquet on the night of the murder. Monsieur Repetio Robinho, please approach the stand and recite the oath. Oh. How does it go? I swear to speak without hatred, without fear, to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Yeah, it's a little cliché, to be perfectly honest. Could the witness please introduce himself for the court record? As if anybody in this courtroom does not immediately recognize me. I am the great Monsieur Repetio Robinho, cutting-edge photographer and visionary. I don't just take people's pictures, I capture the very essence. Je suis l'artiste. Tu es une pipe. I don't really know what that means. Is that rude? You may have seen my works in hip magazines Le Branché. Or C'est chouette? C'est chouette? I don't know what that means. I can send you tweets if you like. What on earth is a tweet? Bird-to-bird communication. Come on, Falcon. It's the 19th century. Get with the times already. Yes, your works are very impressive, Monsieur Robinho. But let's get down to business. Could you tell us your activities on the night of the murder? Very well. I was hired by Baron Roseroy to capture the evening's events. I arrived at 7:30, pointed my camera, captured the beauty of the banquet in one fantastic photograph. Then I billed Baron Roseroy and left, like a true artist. And with regards to the photograph itself, who did you photograph? I thought you might ask. I brought a copy so that you could all see for yourselves. Oh, very good. Let's take a closer look. Whoa. That's changed. This used to be Dame Cataline here. I think these two were already in it. Couline and Pertrois. But he definitely wasn't in it. And the clock has hands. Well, we know it doesn't have hands. My word, this is an exquisite picture, isn't it? So let's see, who do we have here? In the middle, we see Baron Rocheway, the lion who hosted the event. On the left, we see Seigneur Petois de Biao, the father of the defendant, Dame Cataline. And finally, we see the housemaid, Queen Duhaut, who I suspect may have snuck into the picture uninvited. As you can see, two people are clearly absent from the photograph. The first is the victim, Monsieur Ganoui. The second is the defendant, Dame Cataline de Miao. Oh, hi, Jason. I wonder if you can see that Skype pop up. I think you can, because I've been forced to capture the whole screen rather than just the window. Quite suspicious, wouldn't you agree? Just a moment, Monsieur Remington. This proves nothing. So the defendant and the victim were not photographed with the others. Doesn't mean that they were in the garden together at that point. Hold your horses, Falcon. I'm not done yet. The prosecution may continue. Behind the photograph subjects, we see a wall clock with the time set at 7:30. Yeah, right. This is bullshit. Now, why is that time significant? Well, as Inspector Valerti told us earlier, that was the exact time the murder took place. Do you see, Falcon? Every suspect has an alibi at the time of the murder, save for Dame Cataline herself. Falcon, something's fishy. Yes, I know, Sparrowson. In the jail cell, Dame Cataline told us she was present when the photograph took place, but I don't see her in Rubinio's photograph. That's true, but I can't use Dame Cataline's testimony as evidence. There's too little weight. I want to prove that Monsieur Rubinio's photograph is not a valid piece of evidence. I'll have to dish out evidence of my own. Your Honour, I'd like to cross-examine the witness. Very well, the defence may proceed. It's a waste of time, if you ask me. Photographs are rock-solid evidence. And also bullshit. Select a statement to question. Well, let's ask about this photograph. Let's take a closer look. Oh, why is it in black and white? I see a mistake. Just to clarify, Monsieur Rubinio, the photographs are a direct reflection of reality, are they not? That is correct. The photographic process leaves no room for bias or inaccuracies. That is most curious, because I see a mistake. A mistake? Impossible. I just told you, monsieur, the camera is a perfect, unbiased device. The photographs it produces are flawless. Falcon, I'm not seeing any mistakes. Perhaps you could be more specific. Certainly. Select an area. It certainly is not those three, it's the clock. There's a clock in this photograph. There's something not right about it. Ah, well, isn't that convenient? The defence sees something wrong with the key piece of evidence that implicates his client. I don't like your tone, Rabbington. Don't give me that cocky tone. I have evidence that there's something wrong with the clock in that picture. The clock hands. The photograph clearly shows the clock's hand pointing at 7 and 6. That much is self-evident. Which is most curious because the clock in the lounge of Chateaubriand has no hands. It has no hands? The clock's merely a decorative piece, a talking item. Feel free to ask Baron Rocheway or his housemaid if you have doubts. Monsieur Rubinio, how do you explain this discrepancy? I don't know. There must be some sort of mistake. My camera is flawless. There is no mistake, monsieur. Your photograph depicts something that does not exist in the real world. Maybe there was an error in the printing process? An error precisely where the clock's hand should be? Please, monsieur, don't patronise us. Oh, we've got him now. We've got him now, guys. Allow me to offer a more plausible explanation. You, Monsieur Rubinio, edited this photograph. Edited? I'm no expert, but I suspect that you used paint or ink, like what we saw when we were possibly slightly illegally in his house, to carefully put hands upon the clock. It would have been a simple task, considering the clock face was bare. One could even speculate that you specifically chose to include a handless clock in the photograph, just to simplify the editing process. Falcon, your reasoning is absurd. Why would the witness do such a thing? Is it not obvious? By showing the photograph to have taken place at precisely 7:30, it clears all the photograph subjects of suspicion. In other words, Monsieur Rubinio has created a perfect alibi. He's looking very nervous now. Of course, this raises further questions. Who's the witness protecting? And why? Was Monsieur Rubinio coerced? Bribed? Threatened? Enough silence, let's hear some answers. Fine, you got me, I'm guilty, I did it all. We've got him. You did it? You're confessing to the murder of Mr. Grenouille? What? No. I have no idea who killed the frog. I'm just admitting that I'm guilty of producing fraudulent photographs. I was ordered to make changes to the printed photographs. And yes, that included adding hands to the clock. You were ordered? By whom? I dare not say. Monsieur Rubinio, I strongly advise you to answer the defence's question. You have pledged to speak without fear, after all. With respect, Judge, I fear his claws more than I fear the punishment of the justice system. I shall name no names. His claws, eh? That still could be the Baron or Pertois, Monsieur Pertois. His claws, did you hear that, Falcon? That is most unfortunate. Mr. Rubinio, we cannot and shall not torture names out of you. We don't live under the Ancien Régime, after all. But since you have admitted to falsifying evidence, then we cannot keep you on the stand as a witness. Take your leave. You shall be charged with perjury in due course. I can't protest. That is the least I deserve for my failure as an artiste. Good day, messieurs. A pretentious twat. I gained a little more favour with the jury. The clock's hands were painted on. So what? Doesn't matter. The photograph still depicts Dame Kathleen as absent close to the time of the murder. That's significant. Don't be tense, Monsieur Rivington. If the photograph is not completely genuine, then it cannot be considered reliable evidence at all. Why not? Still a betrayal of the night's events? But because if we accept that one part of the picture was edited, then we must accept the possibility that other parts were too. It's possible that Dame Kathleen was painted out. Even worse, it's possible that another person was painted in. And we saw that, didn't we? We saw that Kathleen was out and Baron Roger was in. We know that the witness was trying to cover someone, so all possibilities must be accounted for. So what are you saying, Falcon? That the housemaid paid off the photographer? Or was it Seigneur Pertois de Bien, perhaps? I don't think so. The housemaid lacks a means or motive, and it wouldn't make sense for Seigneur Pertois to implicate his own daughter. Well, surely you're not suggesting that the honest and beloved Baron Roger deliberately tried to frame Dame Kathleen? Because that would be most outlandish theory yet. The Baron is a pillar of our community. He would never do such a thing. Mr. Rabington, I'm not here to throw accusations. That's the job of you, the prosecutor. However...
Mayhaps I should offer my opinion.
Baron, it's not time for your witness testimony yet.
So you would think, prosecutor, and yet I see my good reputation getting tarnished by your incompetence.
Incompetent?
Indeed. Let us proceed with the witness questioning. Is that fine with you, Judge?
Yes, I suppose that's fine.
Very good. I trust that the defense has no objections.
No objections, sir.
Fantastic. Oh, but before I forget, I pledge to speak without fear and prejudice, etc., etc. Now, prosecutor, ask me about what I witnessed over the course of the evening.
Okay, Baron Roger. On the night of the
initial dinner went magnificently. When the photographer arrived, Monsieur Grenouille left to visit the garden. Dame Kathleen followed behind him moments later. Seigneur Pertois, Monsieur Rubinio, and myself were engaged in conversation, so we paid her no mind. After the photographer had left, my housemaid left to go find Monsieur Grenouille and Dame Kathleen. That would be when I heard her cry for help. Help! Help! She said.
Thank you, Baron. I think we all know the story from there. I would like to cross-examine the witness.
Do you doubt my integrity, garçon?
Call me garçon, I'll call you garçon, you hairy bastard. I'm just here to uncover the truth, Baron.
Very well then, hit me with your best shot. Let us establish with absolute certainty that I, Baron Roseway. I'm an honest man.
The defense may proceed with the cross-examination. Cross-examination. Dum 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 dum. The photographer arrived. We have to visit the garden. Okay, now I suppose what we're trying to do here is show that Kathleen wasn't the person to... I don't know. Because she was in the garden. The housemaid said she found... We got to... okay, so we've got to show that the Baron was also in the garden. I think. With that cigar butt that we found. Yeah? That one. I think that's what we have to do. So... Garden? Baron, we saw the murder scene. Your garden for ourselves. What's with all the horses? Yeah, here we go. This is our line of questioning. When was the last time you visited it?
As it happens, I have quite serious allergies. I haven't been in my own garden for years.
I think you've just incriminated yourself, Baron. Years, you say?
Indeed.
That's not right. Baron, I do not wish to call you a liar, but that claim does not hold up to scrutiny.
Why is that?
Because we have hard evidence that you visited the garden recently.
Balderdash! My word is gold! Show the court this so-called hard evidence that I've been in my garden, you pesky little falcon. I'll twist your neck.
The cigar butt. This was found in your garden. To be specific, it was found inside the fountain basin, right beside the murder. A cigar butt? That could belong to anybody in...
Prosecutor, please shut your mouth. I can speak for myself.
Okay, sorry, Baron.
That is indeed the remnants of one of my cigars. I must apologize, Monsieur Falcon, for I misunderstood your initial question. You see, prior to the banquet, I hadn't visited my own garden in years, but naturally, after hearing the housemaid's cry for help on the evening of the murder, I rushed outside. I was shocked and disgusted by what I saw. That must have been when I dropped my half-smoked cigar in the fountain basin.
You see, Falcon, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation. Ah, yeah, of course. I would find that believable if the cigar were casually discarded, but as it happened, the cigar butt was found in the fountain's upper basin, a location that could only be accessed with great inconvenience and a little paddling. The cigar butt was not dropped, it was deliberately hidden.
There are any number of possible explanations.
Are there? Because I can only think of one. That is that you, Baron Roger, deliberately hid your cigar butt to disguise your own illicit activities.
Did I now? What illicit activities would those be?
Snorting coke. You want me to spell it out? Fine. Oh, I like this piece of music. Sorry. This is the Dance Bacchanal. It's by Sanson. It's a great piece of music. I think it's from an opera of some kind. Anyway.
You, Baron Roger, murdered Monsieur Grenouille. That is what you are trying to keep hidden. Directly accusing me of murder? How shamelessly brazen.
Indeed. How shamelessly brazen. And we will see the concluding part of Dame Kathleen's trial in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Very, very exciting. Join me for the next one. Goodbye. Au revoir.